Hi guys, I'm Kim.
And I'm Jen.
And welcome back to our channel.
Have you guys ever had a friend, which I'm sure you have, that seems like she has all her shit together and you know she's going through some really tough stuff, and every time you see her, she doesn't really talk about it, or she does but really doesn't ask for help? Well, today we're going to talk about why you should check on your strong friends too.
Yes, because those strong friends, they need help. And if you like this topic, please take a moment and subscribe to our channel, because we're going to be talking about this and many other things that have to do with everyday life and other fun things. So just subscribe.
Thank you.
All right, let's get into it. The struggle bus.
So
Riding the struggle bus.
This was probably one of our first topics because since you and I have been friends, we've had some hella struggles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in the time that we've known each other. And I think we are strong friends.
Yeah.
We are the strong friends, and we are strong friends to each other. And
Right.
we talk about this and how important it is to have that strong friend. Support people who are in your circle. I know I could maybe speak for Kim too. I keep my circle really small because I want the people in my life to be my strong friends, my support system, people that really care about me. So I know you've been struggling a lot recently, big struggle. So do you want to kind of talk about what's going on with you right now?
Sure, Jen. Sure. So I am going to give you guys a very condensed version because it's a lot and I can't make this shit up. So, and I have many friends that say that to me on a daily basis when I tell them of the new thing that's going on. They're like, Kim, you should write a book. You can't make this shit up. About a year and a half ago, my stepmom went into the hospital after a very traumatic event for her in her life, and basically never ended up coming home. Her health has been slowly declining ever since, and now she's currently on hospice care. All of that to say that she has two sons. They're my half brothers, and my younger brother was born with an array of disabilities, including cerebral palsy, and he requires round-the-clock care. So he's 42 now, but he's about the level of a 3 or 4-year-old as far as like his mental processes. So he needs round-the-clock care. And then my other brother, who's a little bit older, had a head injury in 2003 and suffered some permanent damage from that. And then because of that, had to have my stepmother become his conservator. So all of this to say, she's now not able to be the role of conservator for those two, for my two brothers. So I have had to assume that role because my father is bipolar, and stress is like a major trigger for people with bipolar, and he just cannot deal with everything that's involved. So I've been going through all of that, and while trying to run my business and be a wife, be a dog mom, be a friend, be a daughter, and it's a lot. So
And stay sane.
Yeah, and stay sane. So so that's what's going on with me currently, Jen.
Well, I have to say, I feel like I'm a pretty strong person, but when, Kim, you tell me, what's going on, I'm thinking, shit, you're strong.
You can't make that shit up.
No, but, I just don't, I just think, the only thing, I don't know how you do it.
Oh, well,
I really don't.
No, you just do it.
I
You
know.
just become a little bit like a robot and you just get it done. I mean, for me personally, so much of this has been a ton. I mean, it's been emotionally draining, but it's also been a ton of like legal paperwork, you know, working with the state, because I'm also trying, you know, I had to get my younger brother placed in a supported living home. And I mean, thankfully he has like a great team and I had a lot of help with that. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot. So, and just like today, we were supposed to start recording these videos. Like I was supposed to be here at 11, and I'm very excited about our YouTube channel. Yes. And everything that's coming in the future, but I was just exhausted. So I overslept. I slept till almost 10, and then I was rushing around trying to get ready to come. And, you know, it just kind of
But you still show up.
Yeah, it still show up, but it does take a toll, you know.
But I think a lot of people, and I always say this, you know, one, show up as well.
Right.
Like I do think some people, or maybe they're stronger, more resilient, whatever, but like, I don't know. I just think we show up. We show up.
Yes.
Some people don't show up as well when they go through stuff like that.
Right. Well, I mean, I think some people, you know, in order to cope, they have to retreat, and it's just hard. And there's no judgment on either.
No,
way
absolutely
to do
not.
it, because everybody processes stress and trauma differently. But yeah, so I don't know. We were talking about this before we started recording. Like, I mean, honestly, I know I have a lot of strong women and a lot of strong friends that, you know, seem to juggle so many things. And, you know, we just kind of do it. Like, you know, something gets thrown at us and we're like, okay, like, let me just tackle this. And, you know, a lot of times we put ourselves, like our
own wellness on the back burner.
Our wellness and our own health.
Yep.
And, you know, mental, let's just call it sanity, on the back burner. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about what you're going through.
You tell I'm trying to like.
Yeah, she's trying to.
I'm stalling?
She's stalling. I'm not going to let her.
Okay. Well, I mean.
Do you need some mimosa?
No.
Yeah, I might.
Like,
cheers.
We could talk about a lot of our struggles and that we survived them. And so I'm going to just kind of talk about the one that's like most recent for me. And that's been weight gain, body change, which has kind of happened slowly but fairly quickly. I don't know how to put that, but long story short, I had a back injury several years ago. I had a surgery and it was fine, but I just developed a lot of issues post-surgery. Don't know it's from the surgery or whatnot, but I, you know, obviously it affected me physically to where I cannot work out or perform the way that I used to. It has affected me obviously emotionally immensely, because not being able to be as active as I was and do the things that I love has been very hurtful to me. And then of course it's my identity. It's me. I'm a trainer. I'm in the fitness industry. I have a fitness business. And I think, you know, as much as I talk about, you know, embracing our current bodies and embracing the season that we're in and accepting and loving the way that we are right now, even if we're trying to work on ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like any woman, and I struggle too. And
yeah, I mean, we've talked about that a lot. You know, it's like, you know, because I think you feel like, pressure to be a certain size or look a certain way because you are a fitness, you know, in the fitness industry. And my whole response to that, as you know, is who decided what size somebody needs to be healthy.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all relative, like, you know, and you and I are both like very body positive people. We really want women to embrace who they are and love their bodies, but, you know, it doesn't mean that we don't still struggle because we're human, and it's a lot of pressure to on women to look a certain society to look a certain way.
it's been hard for me to, it's kind of hurt. I feel like, feeling like, and we've talked about this, like kind of having that imposter syndrome, because, if you guys have followed, if you're watching this and have followed me for a while on my other social media channels, I had gained a lot of weight in my early 20s and lost it. And I had this big fitness transformation, and it changed my life in so many amazing ways. And to not have to, like, to go kind of backwards because of the season of life that I'm in right now, it's been a hard thing to wrap my head around, and I'm definitely working through it. Like I go to therapy. I mean, I go to therapy once a month regardless, but this has definitely kind of been the heavier topic right now is the body change. And it definitely started happening after I turned 40, started developing some hormonal issues, just 100% due to prolonged stress. And it finally took its toll. And so now I'm trying to figure all that out, and how do I move forward where I'm at. Do I want to feel differently and look differently? Absolutely. I want to be strong and have muscle and be able to work out the way that I used to. And I really do believe, like, I will do it. Like, I will get back there.
Yeah.
But it's just learning how to embrace where I'm at right now and navigate that until I get back to where I want to be, what's comfortable for me.
Right.
Where, because we talked about it last week, when I kind of had a little moment, we'll call it a moment.
Yeah. Yes, it was really just a moment.
It was a moment, and
and that's okay. We all have that.
Well, we talked about that, and I've said to you, like, I'm okay with this. Well, I'm not okay, but we all want to feel a certain way, and I don't feel good right now.
Yeah.
So that's important to me.
Yeah.
It's not just about, like, look, I want to feel strong.
Yeah. Right.
And I lost a lot of that. So anyway, I'm working through that right now. And it's hard because this is what I do for a living. This is what I do with my clients. And now I'm on the other side of the table. So,
yeah, but we've talked about this, what to do, and, you'll get there. I mean, and you left out the part where, you've been in a boot for like a foot injury.
Thank you. So then add on top of that, I will be in a boot for probably a total of 8 weeks. So I've really had to scale back what I even was able to do. And I actually posted on my Instagram and Facebook stories a poll asking if you were injured for temporarily or 4 to 8 weeks and you couldn't work out at all, or you had to be limited to what you could do, would you have anxiety about gaining weight? And 100% said yes.
Yes.
100% said yes. And I have gained a little bit more weight since I had to completely drop my fitness level.
Yeah.
Activity level.
And isn't that interesting though? How, most people would almost be willing to jeopardize the permanent use of their foot to avoid gaining weight temporarily.
A friend of mine told me that she had a friend that had to wear a boot for some kind of fracture, and she would still go work out because she was too afraid to not work out.
Yeah.
And I hear that a lot. I see that a lot, and it's not good.
Yeah. Something's
There's
not right there. Okay, so we've shared a little bit about us and what we're currently kind of experiencing in life, but we really wanted to kind of talk about what part of that is our response, the disconnect between our friends and family, and then what part of it is our responsibility, because I do feel a lot of times like people don't check on me. Like, I think they take for granted that, like, I have it all together, and, I don't need any help. And I'll be honest, like, that hurts me. Because, even though, I am a pretty tough cookie, like, I need support. Mm-hmm. And Jenn is the same way. But then we were talking about, like, well, what part of that do we need to own, though? Because we need to ask for it. We need to tell people, like, when they say, how are you doing? And, I say, oh, it's all good, which is like, something I used to do a lot, so much so that a good friend made me a t-shirt that said that.
I do the same
that's
thing.
a problem.
I mean, I will literally, when I get together with girlfriends, I'll say, what's going on? No, nothing. I'm good. Everything's good. And just kind of listen to everybody else's, stories. And that's my fault because I choose not to share, but I'm really a private person. And I feel like I kind of am very intuitive. This is on me. I will only share with certain people. And if I share something with someone vulnerable like that and I don't get reciprocation,
right,
like I shut down and I really actually don't even want to be friends with that person. It's true, it's terrible.
Right, but any therapist will tell you, like, people can't read your mind.
I know.
Like,
No, but I'm saying if I do tell them and they just kind of blow it, then I'm like, that's not my person.
Yes,
that's
that is true. There are just some people that you need to cut.
Yeah,
but right, but that's a whole other video. But so we'll own that part. So I think if you're watching this and you are one of those women that is juggling a lot and you're always the strong person that's kind of there for everybody else and trying to help, and fix everything, you need to learn to ask for help or say, hey, I'm
really struggling.
And that's where I'm at right now. And hopefully that will open a dialogue so that whoever you're talking to can, let you have that space to vent and to just talk about what you're going through. Now, we also wanted to kind of give a couple of ideas, like we call them calls to action. So if you have a friend that is going through a lot, and if you know that person really well, they're just not telling you that they need help. There's some things that we think you can do instead of the let me know if there's something I can do to help, which there's nothing wrong with that. Saying that to someone, I do it all the time. Jen also does it, but
they're usually going to say nothing.
Right.
They're going to say nothing.
So I say you just do something drop a little happy off on their front porch, and a happy can be
flowers.
Alcohol.
See,
alcohol,
wine, a bottle of
flowers,
a cute
card,
mug.
Yeah, chocolate, a little bag full of fun stuff, and you just send them a text after you leave and say, check your front porch, just thinking of you. I've
done that for you.
You have. It's very sweet.
Like you said, the massage, book a massage for them. That was a good idea.
Yeah, and if your friend happens to have kids or, things that they're going to give that blanket excuse, well, I don't have anyone to watch the kids, or, you just arrange to be that person that's going to watch their kids, and you say, hey, I booked this for you at this time. I'm going to come over and take care of Sally Sue and little Joey. Little Joey. Also, meals. Oh my God, food.
Kim did that for me when my mother-in-law was living with us when she had pancreatic cancer and she was just about to have surgery. So Kim knew we were gonna have a lot on our plate taking care of her post, surgery, and it was such no one's ever done that for me before. And she brought over several meals that she cooked that I put in the freezer, and that was really amazing.
I love you because I don't really cook a lot,
and she's a good cook too.
Oh, God. Yeah. Okay. Well, things nobody's ever said about me, but anyway. And then there was one other thing I was thinking. Oh, the coffee date or a wine date. Just reach out to that friend and say, hey, I've really been thinking about you, and I want to have you over for coffee, or I want to have you over for a glass of wine so we can just catch up. And that is just an open invitation for them to really talk about what's on their heart, and that will just means so much. That honestly is the thing that means the most to me.
A venting session.
Yeah. But yeah, so to wrap it up,
check on your strong friends.
Check on your strong friends.
Even if nothing you don't even like, if literally just check on your friend, just be like, hey, like, I've been thinking about you. Is everything, everything good? Like, just,
Yeah.
it doesn't even have to you don't have to have something like going on.
Right.
Like, just check on them, like, seriously, because they might not even tell you otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, the power of connection is just so powerful. Making that connection with someone and letting you know that you are thinking of them. That's huge.
And that you genuinely care about them, because, we live in a busy world and we all have our shit going on.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of times, people get wrapped up in their own stuff, and that's understandable. But, I think as humans, we need to, especially now, have more connection, have more care, more empathy, more concern.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so that's all we got for you today.
But we'll be back soon.
We'll be back next week. We've already got a topic. Jen is gonna make some delicious bowls.
Jenn bowl.
The Jenn bowl.
That's what. Yeah, she named it. But yeah, we're gonna be uploading weekly, right? We're doing.
We're gonna do our best to upload weekly.
Once a week. So more stuff coming your way, guys.
Yeah, and in the meantime, just keep your chin up and just keep going.
And check on your strong friends.
Check on your strong friends. All right. Bye.
Bye.